Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François, and I'll be your host for the next little bit. This is Mack Flash Trivia Live. How's everybody feeling on this wonderful Wednesday night? I do hope you are all ready to go and settled in for another wonderful night of trivia, because I have got 3 rounds coming at you, each of them with 10 questions and a 15-question speed round on all sorts of topics. Everyone's got a chance tonight. I tell you what, somebody last week asked for more movies and TVs. They asked actually for movies and TVs all the time, so I have no problems with that, but we got to keep it varied. But I did bring you a lot of fun pop culture tonight, as well as some general knowledge. How's tonight going to work? Well, you know how tonight's going to work. We're going to have all those rounds, so you're going to want to keep track of your answers using your preferred method, whether that is using the official sheet available in the description below, or simply using any sort of piece of paper, or keeping track in a word processor, whatever you've got. Do not answer, please, in the chat or the comments, but please, in the chat, feel free to engage with others, remain polite, of course, and share your scores at the end of the round. No phones or web searches to keep it more interesting and more fair. Of course, you are allowed to form teams over Zoom or Messenger or whatever you may be using. Answers will be revealed at the end of every round so that you can mark your own answers, and we'll figure out exactly who has the most points at the end of the game. It's a fun game. It's nice and simple. No need to submit your answers to me. You got nothing to prove to me. This is all about you and your friends and your enjoyment. So please do enjoy that. I wish that I would have thought of doing this before I did all of that, but there they are. You understand how that works. We've got round number 1 coming up just right now with question number 1, and I'll be doing some shout outs of all the teams that are here tonight. Here we go. Question 1 goes like this. If someone's job description describes them as a roughneck, on what do they work? And we're going to get things started with a happy birthday right now to Garrett from Paige. Happy 22nd birthday, Garrett, and thank you for spending it with us. Anthony, I'm afraid to tell you that Paul Walker was also in the 7th movie, but he did not complete it, and he had stand in for him. Tune in tomorrow for more Fast and Furious trivia. We got ourselves round 1, question number 2, which goes a little something like this. What was the name of the captive author played by James Caan in the classic Rob Reiner directed Stephen King movie Misery? All right, shout out to Team Master Debaters. Team Glogley's Stress the F Out featuring the PP Boys are in the house. Conan Duchess, welcome. Team Taylor, hello. Hello, Willettes. Hello, the COVID Con Man, the Calamari Wednesdays, and the Mos Eisley Quarantina. The Biker Mize from SARS Art Prêt. We've got ourselves, who else? The Three Must Get Beers. And Breaking Under Quarantine, the Metagawkins are also here. So there you go. We Hate Bat Soup. Welcome to the game. It's good to see a lot of teams, and it's good to know that I'm not the only one who's feeling these effects of the quarantine after 1 month. But don't worry, guys. We're going to get through this all together, and this is what this is for. This is our little community right here where we can meet 3 times a week at least and just, do this for a while. So hang in there. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. Number 3. Specifically, if I've just committed mariticide or uxoricide, yes, Whom have I killed? Specifically, if I've just committed mariticide or uxoricide, whom have I killed? Welcome to Team Not Last Place, Team Twentin Quarantinos. Welcome. We quizzed our pants in the house. Where else do we got here? Naughty Hookers are here. Team Let It Ride, the Cheating Cheaters, Worst Case Ontario. Welcome. Round 1, question number 4. What singer was affectionately known as Old Blue Eyes? All right, so we are coming back with question number 5, which is your first audio clip of the night. But first, I owe an apology to Anthony. You are absolutely right, my friend. I misread your comment, and he was not in Tokyo Drift. So that means you are correct. He was in 6, not 7 of the movies. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for that Fast and the Furious quickie. And get 100% and then let me know. I'd be very happy. Thank you. And sorry about that. All right, let's take a look at your next question. It is question number 5, your first audio clip of the night. It is a mashup. Of course it is. A mashup is when 2 or more songs are fused together to form a new one, usually using the music of one and the lyrics of the other. I want you to name the 2 bands or artists that you hear in this mashup for 1 point each. Here we go. Once again, name the 2 bands or artists that you just heard in that mashup. And a final batch of shout-outs going out to Cutlery in the house. We've got Kevin, Tony in the morning. Nights are here. We've got the Sanitizing Squad, Cunning Stunts, Above and Beyond. Welcome. Low Expectations, the Stillies. What else we got here? Hey, shout out to first timers Greg and Donna. Thank you for being here and enjoy the game. Let's take a look at number 6 for you. What was the name of the Spanish teacher on television's hit comedy Community? Another shout out goes out to Scodes. Happy birthday to you from Carrie. Thank you for spending it with us. Brainiac 6, you're in the house. Master Debaters are here. The Glory Holes are here. It's weird. I wonder if they're hanging out together. The Dumont Quad Squad are here. Pizza Face. Pizza Face. Asses in Space. Man, there's so many teams playing tonight I can't even name you all. The Shits are here. Sinatra's in the house. My God, you guys. You are awesome. You are awesome. So great. Thank you so much for all being here, and let me bring on question 7. Let's not dilly nor dally anymore. I want to see what this question is. A standard billiard table is 9 feet long. How wide is it? 3.5, 4.5, or 5.5 feet? Thanks to everyone who might be joining us in the middle of the round. You're welcome to play along, of course. Just jot down your answers on a piece of paper, and at the end of the round, we will be revealing the correct answers. We're playing round 1 right now, which is immediately followed by a picture speed round, and then we're going to take a short break, come back with round 2, and then 3 that take the same format. Round 1, question number 8 goes a little something like this. If you count territories and such, what country spans a record 12 time zones? Shout out to the Vaders in Chatham and Thunder Bay. Thank you very much. From so far away. And in no particular order, Supernova is here. Quick shout out goes out to Above and Beyond. They are playing tonight, but they are a official sponsor of Mack Flash Trivia Live. They've been helping us out since the beginning and are still here, so thank you very much. Make sure you do go visit them once this whole thing is over, because they are Windsor's award-winning massage therapy clinic. They have all sorts of new and innovative techniques that should cure what ails you. Make sure you do check them out at abmassage.ca. And there's always a link on our Facebook page, Mack Flash Entertainment, to look for them. It's Above and Beyond. And thank you very much to all of you for helping us out today and for these past few weeks, as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at question number 9. On what television show would you have found the supporting cast of Patricia Heaton, Doris Roberts, Brad Garrett, and Peter Boyle? And finally, question number 10 comes up for round number 1. In what year were these two Mary Poppins movies released? Now, I should be very clear, that sentence is misleading. They both did not come out in the same year, obviously. So give me the year that each of these two Mary Poppins movies were released. And there you have it. That is the end of the regular round. For round number 1, we've got our speed round coming up. I have not forgotten about that, but we've got a lot of stuff coming up tonight, so thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to stick around, of course. We've got round number 2 coming up with your music speed round, and then, of course, round 3 features the shot of the night. And, it'd be cool. Tonight, last time, a few people did it, so I was going to actually make it official. Tonight, everyone should get ready and take a photo of themselves taking the shot of the night with me, and then post it to Instagram with our hashtag that you can see right below, and I think it would look really, really cool. Well, speaking of really, really cool, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. Here's our picture speed round for tonight. We're talking about famous landmarks. It's Earth Day, and I thought we'd explore the Earth in a different way. How men have built structures upon it, so why not? So let's take a look at these famous landmarks. Name the city for each picture you're about to see here. There are 15 of them coming up for 15 seconds each, and I wish you good luck. All you have to do is name the city for each landmark seen here. And there you have it. That last picture signifies the end of round number 1 in its entirety. In just a few seconds, we will have the answers up for you to compare with your sheet. And don't be shy. Make sure you do share your team's score in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, everybody. And I do mean everybody who is playing along. And whether you're taking an active part and joining in chat or just sitting back on your couch and enjoying the show, thank you so much. And thank you for keeping it cool, and thank you for being just cool people in general. Here come your answers for round number 1 in just a little bit, and by that I mean right about now. Let's take a look. And taking a look at the answers over in round number 1. Number 3, specifically, I was looking for spouse. It was a hard question, so I did not want to trick you. Specifically, Meriticide is to kill your husband, and Euxaricide is to kill your wife. They have specific names for these things, apparently. So it's spouse is what I was really looking for. For number 5, you get a point for each. It's the Weeknd lyrics with the Maroon 5 music. And you have yourself 2 points at number 10 for 1964 and 2018, the 2 dates for Mary Poppins. So there you go. That would make this entire round out of 12 points. Yeah, everybody loves that Remod. That was the Russian version of it, which actually happened. I don't know what it was called. Sorry, that's it's a typo. Everybody loves Raymod. Just sounds like a futuristic version of the comedy. Hello, I am Raymod. It's like an alien from a strange planet where they think that stuff is still funny. All right, and here we were just looking for the city in which these landmarks were located. Something a little different this week. That is correct. France has 12 time zones. Russia has 11. It did say including all sorts of territories and such. And so if you take France and all of their territories around the world, they have 12 time zones. I was as shocked as you were because I thought the answer was Russia with 11. I definitely triple checked the time zone thing today, guys. I triple checked it, even I'd say quadruple. Maybe there was a bit of staring involved, and then I got right back into it and kept looking. But definitely was France. Hi, Marissa, and anybody else who might be joining us during this break. Right now, we were showing the answers to round number 1, but round number 2 is coming right up after this in just a few minutes. Feel free to stick around. Of course, it is a fun, simple game of trivia where you don't even have to submit your answers to me. All you have to do is just jot them down, and at the end of the round like this, we reveal the answers, and then you can compare your score with everyone in the chat or with your friends with whom you are playing virtually or whatnot. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really do appreciate it, and yes, it is definitely live. Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon is the one you're looking for, the French territory right off the coast of Canada. That would give it another one. There you have it. Those are all your answers to round number 2. I do hope you enjoyed yourself and maybe have visited some of these landmarks themselves. They're from all over the place. Maybe there were a lot from Europe. Yeah, that's very possible. That's a very good observation. But let's take a look at your scores. Give yourself a point for each of those. Tally them up and share them in the chat. We're going to get started in 2 minutes with round number 2. 10 more questions and a music speed round. Here comes the scores. Let's take a look. Some great scores out here. We've got Klaus with 25, Naughty Hookers with 22, Pandemic Academics 22 as well, Metagawkins with 20, Asses in Space 22 points. We Hate Batsoup 23, Cheating Cheaters with 19, Suck It 316 at 19 as well. I love how here's a thing that you guys don't see is whenever there's a bad word, I have to the YouTube tells me, hey, do you want to show this comment or not? So I constantly have to say, yes, Asses in Space. I want to see their score. Yes, Suck It 316. I want to see your score. So there you go. Fun facts from behind the stage. 3 Musket Beers with 20 points. We got the Shits with 17. We got the Con Man with 20. Let It Ride with 19. Supernova, 20 points. Interprovincial Post-its, 22 points. 20 points for Calamardi Wednesdays. Brainiac 6, a beautiful 24 points. Codename Duchess, 22. Strathroy Bombers, 18. We got the Voiding Contact Trivia at 24 points. The Master Debaters, 21. And 25 for 6 for Trivia. Hairy Beasts, 19 points. That could be anyone at this point. Riding Solo, Artie at 13 points. It's all good. Stinky Beagles. I don't know why. I really like that name. 17 points. Cutlery, 23. All right, one more minute. So you guys got time to go get a drink, come back, and we've got round number 2 ready to go. Welcome back, everybody, to the game. My name is Francois, and it still is. It hasn't changed. It's a long process to change your name. I would not have time to change it between me last time telling you my name and now telling you my name. So that it's still Francois, and that's actually my real name, François Jacques, the Frenchest name you'll ever hear. Unless my middle name was Fromage, I don't think I could be Frencher than this. Thank you for joining me tonight with this trivia. I'm having a blasty blast putting these on for you, and I do hope you enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can join me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays live at 7, as well Saturday at 8 for a different show called Seriously Trivia. That is live as well. And all of our various quickies hitting the channel every day of the week. Yesterday we had our Brooklyn Nine-Nine quickie hit at the web, and I got to say I heard 0 reviews. I'm assuming it's way too hard. Well, prove me wrong. Go do it. A lot of people have watched it, and you know what? Maybe they're just acing it. Tomorrow, Fast and the Furious, and then a ton more over the weekend. I'll tell you more about that later. Well, let's get moving right now with round number 2, because we have got a lot of questions coming up. And the first one goes a little something like this. Mr. Popper's Penguins is about an overworked dad whose father sends him penguins as a gift, which help him bond with his kids. Who plays the titular Mr. Popper? W. Mister, your dad's middle name, Alphonse. I was almost named Alfred. That came close, and my parents decided against it. Yeah. I did say titular. It's one of my favorite words, simply because of the reaction it gets. Round 2, question number 2, your lucky question of the round. What politician gave his name to the practice of recklessly accusing a person's character, especially regarding patriotism? What politician gave his name to the practice of recklessly accusing a person's character, especially regarding patriotism? Question number 3 comes up for round number 2, and it wants to know if a cow is bovine and a cat is feline, what is vulpine? Round 2, question number 4. What show has existed since it premiered on MTV in the early 2000s and now lives on Snapchat Discover, giving tours of celebrity homes? Somebody in the chat commented that somebody watched The Waltons randomly and the answer to one of the questions was in it. Talking about a weird coincidence of something to happen for all these stars to align for that specific thing to happen. That's insane. Well, hey, so the Waltons were good for something. You know what I mean? I never said they weren't, but this is an extra reason for them. We got ourselves question number 5 coming up right now. It is not related to the Waltons or to vulpine things. It is your backwards clip. All you got to do is listen up to this clip of a song being played backwards and tell me what song do you hear. If you're ready, it goes a little something like this. Once again, what song did you just hear backwards? Question number 6 comes up next for round number 2. In what type of industry would you encounter a bulldog edition, also known as a street edition? It's everyone's favorite faux Les Claypool background song. It's like way less Claypool. We got question number. I know. I've already said that joke before. I said it again. So what? It's funny. We got round 2, question number 7. It goes a little something like this. Well, as a matter of fact, it goes like this. In trap shooting, although some may use words like yeah, go, or simply a grunt, what word is traditionally yelled to call for a target? We got question number 8 coming up for round number 2. Whereas some cities have multiple teams, what professional NFL football team is supported by 2 states? How about a big thank you to Frank Brewing Company for sponsoring us this week. Frank's is now offering cans, kegs, and growlers for curbside pickup and local delivery. Their kitchen is also open for takeout Fridays and Saturdays from 4 until 8. Make sure you do visit frankbeer.ca or follow them on Facebook for some more details and to place your orders. Thank you so much to Frank Brewing Company for helping us out this week. We got question number 9 coming up next. This live-action sitcom was not only the first to air on the Fox Network's primetime slot, but it was also the longest-lasting, airing from 1987 to 1997. Which one was it? And finally, here comes question number 10 for round number 2. It's a chain gang. It is your puzzle question of the night. You see, on the next screen, I'm going to give you 5 words. The ones in the middle contain blanks, and those are the ones I want you to figure out. Now, if you take a look at the example here, you'll see that every word can be used with the next one to form a common expression or saying. For example, black beauty, beauty sleep, sleep tight, tight spot. So that's how it's going to work on the next screen. You'll get 1 point for every word that you can figure out, and it goes a little something like this. You've got a minute. And there you have it. That is the end of the regular round for round number 2. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me tonight. Don't forget at any point to hit that like button and maybe share with somebody who is, at home not doing anything tonight, who could be joining into the fun. All those likes and all those shares do help us bring you more trivia, but not as much as the subscribes. So, of course, all of those would be really, really nice. Also, we've upgraded a little bit in the world of YouTube, and you'll see that we do have the super chat enabled at the bottom of the chat. So if you're in there and you want to use that, it's not necessary, but very much appreciated and does help us continue to make more trivia for you. Well, we've got our next speed round coming up. Speaking of more trivia, and I like it. It's simple, it's specific, but I think you guys will do very well at it. Well, you hate it. I know. I can hear you cringe the moment I say that because you never know exactly how it's going to be. Well, it's called All the Single Namies. All the single namies, all the single namies, all the single namies, all the single... That's about it. That's what you get. For each song, I want you to find the one-word artist, not band. Not a one-word band, it's a one-word singular artist. All the single artists, all the single artists, all the single artists, all the single artists. That's about it. You thought you were getting more, and you did. So once again, for each song I give you, give me the one-word artist, not the band that belongs, or that sang that song. If you're ready, I'm just all in the mood for that song now, and I can't even think anymore. Let's take a look at those. And once again, as a reminder, we're looking for the single named artist behind these songs. And there you have it. That last song signified the end of round 2. The fun thing about those is that there's a few songs that do exist in many incarnations, but we were looking for an artist with one name. I'd give you an example, but I wouldn't want to give anything away that may have been in that round. Well, there you have it. Hopefully by now you've locked in your answers and you are ready to rock and roll with these, with my answers, the correct answers, and hopefully yours match mine. After that, we're coming back with round 3, 10 more questions and another speed round. And of course, round 3, question 3, your shot question of the night. So make sure you do get that ready and get that camera ready so you can take a picture of yourself doing a shot and maybe even cheersing me on your screen, and then hashtag MackFlashTrivia on Instagram so we can just take a look at those after and have a great laugh. And maybe even another shot. Why not? Let's take a look at your answers coming up in just a little bit. Thank you so much. And while you're waiting, hit that like button. Just do it. Come on. Just do it for me. I don't want to freak anybody out, but we have 69 likes. All right, so down the list, looking at single point answers all the way down to 10, where we were looking for 1 point each for machine, shop, and keep, as in pop machine, machine shop, shop keep, and keepsake. So this whole round is out of 12. I'm looking at the word safe. Somebody suggested safe for number 10 instead of shop. I don't know what a machine safe. I don't think machine safe is a common enough expression. Trevor, no, we were looking for one team supported by 2 states, not 2 teams that play within one. Jen, you're absolutely right. Everyone has got to try. You're better putting down an answer that you're guessing than putting down nothing and then you could have been right. Hey, here are the all the single namies. All the single namies. Man, I'm glad I recorded that. I'm really proud of myself on that one. We were just looking for these single names, and number 3 had 2 possibilities: Adele or Beyonce. And Frank, I think you were wrong for number 6. We'll have to see. And here are answers 6 through 10 of all the single namies. Frank, I'm curious to know what you thought 6 could have been, in case I missed it, is what I mean. Oh, very good. There it is. I'm just looking for it right now. I'm going to look it up. It's not that I don't believe you, but I need to put my own seal. All right, hey guys, I will also, for number 6, I will accept Halsey. I looked it up, and you're absolutely correct that the Halsey would have counted for number 6. So if you wrote that down, give yourself a point instead of Eminem. Reba is, I don't know if Reba, as in McIntyre. No, her name is Reba McIntyre. She has 2 names. Yeah, thank you, Shivani. I know what you're thinking. This guy put Sade in there? Where's Sade come from? Can't ignore Sade, man. First of all, her name looks nothing like the way it's pronounced, so that's impressive. And also, that's it. That's a great song. Smooth operator, smooth operator. It's a great song. Coast to coast into Chicago. All right, that's enough of that. We're going to take 2 minutes right now. Give me your scores in the chat. We got round 3 coming up in just a little bit. Thank you. That's right, Aerosmith. I had the same thought today. I was like, oh, wait, Aerosmith. But I'm like, no, that's a band, not a single named artist. The scores are coming in right now. The Three Must Get Beers, 15 points. We've got the Metagawkins with 11. Wow, what a rough round. The Willettes with 18. But the Naughty Hookers proving me wrong with 26. Master Debaters with 20 points. It is a good song, Tony. You're right. Anything, that one album by Sade, I don't know what it is. I think I was raised on smooth rock, or whatever you want to call that. Easy listening. 25 points for the Pandemic Academics. Beyonce saying Crazy in Love, not Crazy. If that's the thing I'm thinking about. 20 out of 25 for Klaus. The Shits with 20. Cutlery with 16. Laura's Double D's, 24. Team Not last place, 17. Stinky Beagles, 15. And Aaron, 17. Strathroy Bombers, 17. We'll be back in about 1 minute with round number 3. Don't forget to get your drink ready for round 3, question 3. It's the shot question of the night, and whether that's an alcoholic drink, milk, wheatgrass, Jello, virgin or not, join us, please. This music round was not bun approved. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, if you guys bring your attention to the chat, if you happen to be in the chat, we got Mike, who is one of the Mac Flash writers. Actually, they're all in there in disguise, but Mike today is flashing his colors, and he's full on gone and requested, what kind of quickies would you like to see? I don't know if you've gone back and checked the catalog, but we do have a lot of trivia on our channel. A lot of them are 25 minutes at the most, and we're actually whittling them down to about 20 minutes, but all of them, 10 questions and a 15 picture round, usually just about 1/3 of what we're playing tonight, and always on one specific topic. A lot of TV, movies, pop culture, sports even, but really sort of anything we could really write all that about, we will do, because we're here for you, and who knows, we've had people pick random topics that we thought were not going to be popular and turned out to be super popular. Shit's Creek. So there you have that. So make sure you do let Mike know what kind of stuff you'd like. I know somebody did say Star Trek, and I've heard that a couple of times lately, and I think that would definitely be a very, very good one. Well, we got round 3 coming up right now. 10 more questions, another speed round, the shot of the night. So let's all get ready and riled up, because it's time for round number 3. And it goes a little something like this. Number 1, what is the name of the metal hoop through which your wooden balls must pass in a game of croquet? Round 3, question number 2, definitely not about Roblox. Here it is. What monster has famously fought King Kong, Mothra, and Megalon? Well, here it is. It's question number 3 of round number 3. It is your shot question of the night. Can't believe I haven't used that thing yet. It's so great. Whether you are doing a shot of booze, a shot of water, just taking a sip of beer, or maybe a little milk or Jello, I don't care what it is. This is just in the spirit of conviviality, of everyone coming together and doing something at the same time. You've had plenty of time. Get your cameras ready. Take a picture of this and do a shot with me. Cheers, everybody. This one goes out to you. It gets worse as the bottle gets lower. Oh, man. Whew. Round 3, question number 3. Phrenology involves measuring what part of the human body in order to gain insight on a person? my God, an entire quickie about the musical Grease. That would be fabulous. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading the chat. I guess out of context, this doesn't make any sense. There's a ton of great suggestions for some quickies in there. And somebody just said a Grease quickie. I think I would love to do that. I love that movie. Let's take a look at round 3, question number 4. Paul Bettany turned down the chance to play King George VI in 2010's The King's Speech, leaving the honor to what actor? See, I love this. Check out the chat if you want to see all the topics that people are talking about, but somebody just brought up Greek mythology. That is valid. I'm not saying that we always have to do it about movies and music and television. These are the things that, people like because it's accessible, it's easy, it's the stuff you remember. But I am planning one right now in my head that has nothing to do with any of those things, or maybe will be influenced by it, but definitely will be grounded more in general knowledge than in pop culture. And these are all popular. Let us know if these are things that are interesting to you as well. Of course, like I always say, we do this for you guys, so you might as well tell us what you'd like to hear so that, you watch our stuff. Let's take a look at your next question. It is question number 5 for round number 3, and that means it is time for your next and final audio clip of the night. It's become this thing where now it's an 8-bit version. You're going to be hearing an 8-bit version of a popular song from the early 2000s. All you have to do is name it, and it goes like this. I almost like it better. This was an 8-bit version of what popular song from the early 2000s? We got question number 6 coming up next on your screen. What are kept in an apiary? We got a question coming up. It is your chill question of the night, and here it goes. What was Kelso's first name on the 90s hit That 70s Show? Chill, man. Chill. Question number 8 comes up right now. What 2015 Western film starred Kurt Russell, Samuel L. Jackson, Walton Goggins, and many more? We got question number 9, but not before I tell you about Superior Turf and Snow. They are our main sponsor this week, and they thank you very much to them for helping us out. They provide property maintenance for commercial, industrial, and residential properties. Lawn cutting, trimming, maintenance, aeration, fertilizing, all of that good stuff. Make sure you do check out turf_snow.com for more details, and thank you so much to you guys for helping us keep the dream alive, as they like to say. We got question 9 coming up right now in round number 3. What name was given to the 1997-98 NBA season of the Chicago Bulls? And finally, question number 10, coming up for round number 3. What do these 3 movies have in common? Well, there you have it. That's the end of the regular round. For round number 3, we've got another speed round left to go. Thank you once again for being here tonight. Don't forget that all the ways you can support us, as simple as hitting the like button and the share button to share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel. Of course, there's the super chat option if you are in the chat. I should be pointing this way. And you can always send tips through PayPal or e-transfer, but none of that, of course, is necessary. Just very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's keep moving with round 3 speed round, and this one is something I like to call Express Yourself. So you wanted more TV and movies? Fine, this is a very special round that I've made up. What I'm going to do is tell you whether it's a television show or a movie, and then I'll give you a definition of an expression. For example, an introduction to situate the reader, usually in a fairy tale, is called Once Upon a Time, and that is a television show that ran from 2011 to 2018. Based on all of that information, you need to come up with the television show or movie that is appropriate for that description and time frame. If you're ready, there's 15 of them coming up right now. Name the movie or television show for each of these expressions that they've taken on as titles. Number 1 is a movie, and it's matched with an expression that means an unexpected or unfair punch or blow, from 2011. Number 2, it's a movie. The expression is a basic explanation of causality, which references insects and the hurricanes. Yeah, it's a 2004 movie. The next one is a television series that ran from 2003 to 2006 and 2013 to the present, and the title is an expression that means when something continues to grow in one aspect but remains in the same state. Number 4 is a 2000 movie whose title is an expression that means a person so unattractive you would gnaw off one of your limbs to free yourself from them. Number 5 is a 2004 movie whose title is the expression that Johnny Carson said is the interval between a Manhattan light turning green and the guy behind you honking. Number 6 is a television show from 2007 to 2019, and the title is an expression that implies that the dead people are either become fertilizer or they actively help with the gardening. A 1997 movie whose title is an expression that means looking at things from another perspective even though you disagree with it for the sake of argument. The other one is a television show from 1989 to 1993 whose title was an expression meaning being rescued in the nick of time. Number 9 is a movie from 1999 whose title is an expression that means they say that these are the devil's workshop. What expression is that? Number 10 is a television show that ran from 2013 till now. It's an expression that means a highly complex but very fragile situation. Number 11 is a 1999 movie whose title is an expression meaning an extra ability or a supposed intuitive faculty. Number 12, this is a 2000 movie whose name is an expression meaning an expression that refers to the length of tartan required to make a proper kilt. Number 13, it's a television show that ran from 2001 to 2005 whose title is another death-related expression, this one in reference to the actual burial plot. Number 14, a television show that ran from 2013 to 2019 whose title means a fashion expression which introduces a new thing by relating it to a currently popular standard. And finally, 15, it's a 2003 movie whose title is an expression that means literally or figuratively lacking the subtlety of meaning by conveying words in another language. I can feel you guys staring at me from where you are. Don't worry, I know. This was tricky. It was meant to stimulate both part of your brains that remember stuff about television and movies, but also that sort of rack your brains about common expressions or sayings. I think everyone had an equal chance to do well or fail miserably at this one, and we'll have to find out what happens during the break. This is the end of round 3, the end of the game. Thank you so much for playing. We've got the answers coming up just now. I'll stick with you through that, and we'll come back after for a short goodbye message. Thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at your answers right about no. While you guys are checking out your answers, let's take a look at the scores, and it looks like it's 1 point all the way down the list. I understand that last round was a little tougher. Hopefully, it all makes sense once you see the answers. We're very close to surpassing 100 likes as well. If you guys could hit that on your way out, I would very much appreciate that. That would be very, very cool. If you're all sitting around one television and you've got your own device there, feel free to go and check out the Mack Flash channel and hit that like as well. Every little bit helps. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. My first sticker. I love it. Well, here they are, your answers to the TV movie expression titles. Every movie uses a common expression as their title. That's what I tried to convey to you. Hopefully, you were able to figure out most of them. Aw, Jolie, thank you. It's so great. It was definitely a tough round, man. I took it easy on you in the picture round and on the second round, and this was supposed to be your tough one. Especially, I think this screen here was possibly one of the hardest ones of the night, pushing daisies being in there. Some very well-known stuff, maybe except for Idle Hands. But yeah, it's not knowing. There you go. Yeah, Super Chat. Well, as I always tell you guys, you don't have to get them all right, and I think no one really was at a great advantage here of taking the entire round. So everyone's got an equal chance of getting 5 out of 15, and maybe one of you got 6 or 7, and that's what pushes you over the edge. Don't worry about getting 100% at trivia. That's not the goal. The goal is to just get more than everybody else. That's what I always say. You could win with 30% as long as everybody else gets 20. It's less of a participation award and more of a bell curve. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen Jones. That's very nice of you. A little mic drop animation. So great. Carolyn, you're absolutely right. I'm just distracting you for a second. We get ourselves your answers 11 through 15, and I love the range of expressions in the chat. You guys are great. Some people did terrible at this. Some people loved it. Some people did terrible and loved it. So thank you so much. This is what we're looking for. This is exactly what we're looking for. This is why the writing team is always in on the chat as well, because we're all learning what you guys like and want to see, and that's how we adapt all of our shows. So please make sure that you do always let us know what you thought. Oh my God, thank you so much, Carol. That's very nice of you. And look at this guy. Thank you. That pair was like, should I leave? And then it decided, nah, I'm gonna stay. The scores are starting to roll into the chat right now. Please keep those scores coming. I had a great time tonight. I do hope you enjoyed the trivia as hard as it was. I've got a lot of cool rounds ready to go, and it's always hard to pick which ones to do when. I want to keep it interesting for you guys and keep it fun at the same time. But please remember that it's always just in the spirit of playing along and enjoying ourselves now and in the future as well. I do hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rylan. I just got that. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everybody's messages and everybody who sent in a tip. The sponsors, thank you to all of you guys as well for helping us out tonight. My name is François. I have been your friend, your host, and your guinea pig. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've lost track. Too much love coming in through the chat. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, it's going to be Friday. It's called The Rager when we do it on Friday. So we'll see you guys then. I'll wear my best shirt. Bye. Thank you, Sam I Am. Thank you, Ice Princess. Thank you, Twentin Quarantinos.